reactions are on Patreon, or if you want, you can pull up your copy of the Apothecary Diaries, episode 12, The Eunuch and the Courtesan, and press play on it when I press play when the timer reaches 0. Let you in on a little secret. I don't always want to sit down and watch a TV show, even if I've got to keep up with the days that I'm doing them on. Haven't had that problem with this show yet. Very good feeling. The coolest thing about this show to me is that I absolutely never would have pegged it as something I would enjoy as much as I have been. Never. I didn't. I played the CSI video games when I was a kid. It is probably the most I could say for having a background in being into this kind of media, and I just thought those were okay. Mind you, I don't really think that those mysteries are overly fleshed out in this show. Mainly because I think that the general problem is introduced pretty quickly and resolved pretty quickly, so the viewer's not really brought along for that ride in the same way as it is the focus in CSI. Oh, whoa. Okay. Right, I'm not surprised about her. Okay. Let me make sure I'm understanding what the hell they're talking about here. What is corporal punishment different than capital punishment? Maybe that's where my disconnect is coming from. Because gosh, I don't think that the way they made it sound, I don't think anyone else should be killed. Yeah, okay, it is basically the same thing. It's not quite a it's not definitionally killing, but it sounds like you potentially could based off of it. I'm not surprised the assets were confiscated because, it's damage to a royal family being done directly by her. Well, even if it is not. I mean, I guess I don't really know what the consideration. You're attacking an asset of the emperor in trying to kill one of those four. So I'm not surprised that the assets were confiscated. It might be unfair to the other members of her family, but to corporal punishment. 139, 3, 2, 1, go. and the people who kidnapped Mao Mao are among those people who did business. She was one of the, she was here for a long time. It sounds like she. So is the thought to just immediately expel the 80? Yeah, that you're coming back to, what Mao Mao was saying before. God, you really, really like her. Well, that's been clearly not the case for a little bit too long, my dude. Just layoffs, thank God. Just them bringing up the corporal punishment for the people who were in Fanming was like, whoa, whoa. It'd be one thing if there was a plausible reason to think that they had something to do with the attempted assassination. Again, evil imperial China emperor bullshit. I can like freezing the assets, actually killing people without any extra evidence. What? Woo! It's like that is 341 and 321 go. Kind of wonder if they could avoid having to get rid of Mao Mao specifically because she has ingratiated herself to enough power at this point. Two of the top courtesans like her quite a lot, though three, if you include Ao Duo, I believe, probably has a decent opinion of her at this point, but I'm gonna completely discount her. I don't think that she's even really fully aware of Mao Mao, in the same way Lahua and Gyokyo are. Li Shu is, well, at least seems to have an okay opinion of her. So there's an ingratiation there to at least two of them. I'm gonna leave the other two out. Plus Jinshi. Uh, Not to say Mama would want this. She probably wouldn't mind the layoff. But putting that aside, I'm thinking of a way you could legitimately keep her on despite the layoffs of everybody else. Without making it look untoward. The Emperor himself has requested her to do something specific, and he nailed it. And she nailed it, rather. 352 and 321 go. Wait, what? Ah. Oh. I take it all back. Mao, do whatever you need to do to work here still. I mean, yeah, who are you even trying to ask right now? Man, the one person you can help who can tell you're not willing to ask. This is a really good set of shots they're doing. I'm gonna take a look at everyone she's asked here. Maybe they can update the paperwork to her actual family and just say it was an administrative error. Still a little wary of her. That's the taster. That's gonna be very helpful. That little bit of wavy hair she has. I think I'd struggle to recognize her without that. God, this is. I really like how they're doing this shot. And it brought you to him. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Starting the timer at 5:04 and 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, she's not even there. She's. How desperate does she need to get to go to him for help? Oh, wow. Yeah, you are. You're panicking a fair bit. Oh, God. Did you remove her name from it? Oh, she's doing it like a job interview. Oh, I thought she was speaking. Okay, I'm gonna start taking her a little bit more seriously about Granny selling her off so immediately because she is legitimately panicking. I'd been taking it as sort of a legitimate possibility that she was being needled in that direction, but it flat out seems like a certainty the way she's acting, and it's really seemed like they have a bit of a playful relationship, like they kind of get each other. But I am choosing now to be slightly more wary of the granny. this is this is this is pretty intense. Like this is a character I like she didn't panic when she was worried about being stabbed. Like she was worried and a little scared, but she didn't panic. She's panicking right now, right? So I don't think I've been treating the granny thing with quite the severity it's deserved. 6:24 and 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah. Oh, he's thinking she just needs to be paid off, which I guess might technically be correct. But if those wordings true, that she's enjoying her life here, which I'm happy to see that bit of character development, because there's a lot of ways this is actually a really good situation for her. A lot of ways. Oh, 7:13 in 3, 2, 1, go. Apparently, until he grows some more mushrooms. Oh, so this has happened before. That military officer. No, wait. Oh, God. I really, even though, oh, no. I really like that even though we kind of went the wrong direction with it, he really did take her own words from a prior episode to heart when he tried to do what he thought was the right thing. 8:51 and 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Uh, I'm kind of putting her in the main antagonist box in my mind right now. 10-10. 3, 2, 1, go. I missed the one line. Yeah, I mean, like... That's really what throws me, too. Like, yeah, you've got a pretty face, but... Is this Jinshi's place? Or he's here, at least. Oh no. The smile of customer service. I know it well. So, I have a hard time believing she didn't notice Jinshi sitting in the corner there after a certain point, because she is remarkably observant, and there aren't that many people in this room. Putting aside the fact that he's a distinctive person for several reasons. How do you not recognize him? Often. Oh, come on. Yeah, I wonder why that might be. No, you fired her. I just imagine him playing that back in his head, like, wait. That was you trying to convince me? 1350, a 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, unfortunately. Well, that was weird. Was this all set up? Oh, okay, never mind. Hmm. Yeah, it was, I am a little surprised that they haven't made slightly bigger characters out of the people who kidnapped her. At this point, I figured that she would have seen them at some point again. I wonder who it might be. Oh, I would have been wrong. I thought this was kind of a setup. Now, I'm actually going to find it a fair bit more funny if this bathing scene also isn't in the light novel, because the first one wasn't. The way it was so sudden, too. Just the immediacy of it. I didn't even for a second consider she was getting fired. So, ooh, another one of these little sequences, huh? And how long has she been back home now? I assume it's like a few weeks, a month, something like. Not ridiculous amount of time. She honestly does remind me a little bit of Tyrion Lannister, Game of Thrones, being that she's someone who absolutely had no business ever being a part of the Game of Thrones. But once she started playing, boy, did she love the game. I don't even really think she realizes how much she enjoys the game. Uh, That was fucking adorable. Okay. Nothing irregular here. Poison? I needed to convince both of them. That was amazing. Ah. So, not 100% sure yet, but based on the amount of pages left in the first light novel, this is probably the end of the first light novel right here. And there are like 15 of these bitches, aren't there? Look it up. There are exactly 15 of these bitches. Okay, at least so far, which, ooh, it's been a little while since the last one came out, but not ridiculous. March of 2024 was the most recent one. So, I wonder if it's over. Because what, September 2023 was the one before that? February 2023. So, yeah, that might be the last one. I don't want to look it up just at the risk of avoiding spoilers, and it's certainly going to be a long enough time before I see the whole story, just because if there's 15 light novels and in 12 episodes we covered one of them, we can do some very simple math. 180 episodes, roughly. Not roughly. I mean, like, if it's 1-to-1, and if this amount of time was about that much, yeah, well, we've got 180 episodes worth of story ahead of us. This doesn't feel like the kind of story that, assuming they maintain forward progression in the character development, it doesn't feel like it should go that long at this point. Hopefully they can keep things interesting. Next time.